me. 100 degrees tougher than Booker T. Couldn't agree more, but could it be? I think higher than them all. Truthfully, my pen fire and then some. Apply the addendum. Take this whole thing for ransom. Give it all I got for attention. Nah, the mention of life well lived, for instance, give it all.
kid is white flag. Not on my level where I stand. Got it, I'm shooting a hot hand. Out of the gym, I was locked out. I failed, the kid was a dropout. I changed the game and it's up now. The city that need me is clear now. The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the...
Sandman, I can tap dance through the energy blast. Run flat, never pop your orbit. I keep energy in storage. I see spinning the globe, my fingertip itch. If I could pluck the earthquake hit. Look at the wrist, look at your body, I shake it and shift. Big fish in a small pond. Godzilla with a boot on. I step into your lawn. Turn skyscrapers into croutons. Hit the button going high speed. Need a megaphone to announce me. I move through the pygmies in the top pick. Gotta pick fleas. Sit back, better breathe deep. Look around and they looking at me. 10 toes still never defeat. Push button never needed a key. Icy, they ain't ready for me. Hot boy still 100 degrees. I cross eyes and I dotted the T's. E&D till I leave in peace.
The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the... The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mount Gilead Senior Night. Our first senior is Violet Carrick.
Do you have any
Violet is being escorted by Jennifer and Mitchell Carrick. Violet has been a member of band and the swim team. Her favorite memory is when Aiden gave Mr. Runyon a full moon and playing Funky Town solo in jazz band, plus singing Hey Baby at the end of every game with all of the great people of Mount Gilead. Her future plans include attending Kent State to be an art teacher. Let's give it up for Violet Carrick. Our next senior is Tommy Emberg. Tommy is being accompanied by Jen and Jeff Emberg. Tommy has participated in track and cross country for 4 years. Tommy's two favorite memories are getting matching stocking hats with Coach Hillsman and the zip line that had Mr. Bartlett going down the zip line. His favorite band memory was playing sardines at the end of all the band camps. In the future, he plans on attending college to become a dental hygienist or a world history teacher at the high school level. Thank you, Tommy Emberg. Our next senior is Jillian Jones. Jillian is being escorted by Jennifer Reed and Robin Reed, as well as Albert Jones and Ashton O'Brien. Jillian has cheered, been a member of the band, and a member of the swim team. Her favorite band memory is seeing every one of her baby flutes get excited for their glitter for the first time. Jillian has enlisted into the military to become a environmental engineer and is hoping to pursue a modeling career as well. Thank you, Jillian Jones. Up next, we have senior Kate Kelty. Kate is being escorted by her parents, Patrick and Erin Kelty. Kate has been a member of band, show choir, and 1 year of track. Her favorite memory was sophomore season when the rain held off the whole game until the band got onto the field and it poured on senior night. In the future, Katie plans on attending The Ohio State University to study music education. Way to go, Kate. Our next senior is Aiden Moore. Aiden is being accompanied by his mom, Heather Moore. Aiden has been a member of the bowling team, jazz band, and marching band. His favorite time during band was when they performed the Star Wars show. Aiden is planning on attending Bowling Green to study music. Way to go, Aiden. Our next senior walking across is Carson Mowry. Carson is being escorted by his mom, Mindy, and dad, Steve. Carson has been a member of the swim team, track team, cross-country team, and the band while at Mount Gilead. His two favorite memories are breaking 7 minutes in the mile and 25 minutes in a cross race. After high school, Carson wants to become a sports therapist. Way to go, Carson. Our next senior is Abigail Ramsey. Abby is being escorted by Sarah and John Ramsey. She has been in marching band for 5 years. Her favorite band memory is throwing a birthday party for Mr. Runyon and getting him a birthday sash and lots of other glittery attire. In the future, Abby is planning on attending college. Way to go, Abby. Our next senior is Lane Swank. Lane is being accompanied by his parents, Monica and Chad Swank. Lane has been a member of the golf team, marching band, and jazz band. His favorite memory is when he played chicken across the football field with Mason Kidwell and got tossed. Lane wants to go to college and get a degree in music education and work as a future band director. Way to go, Lane. Our next senior is Lily Van Hoos. Lily is being accompanied by her parents, Brandy and Roger Van Hoos, along with her brother, Logan. Lily has been an active member of band during her 4 years at Mount Gilead. Her favorite band memory is having a peach ring fight after a game with her friends. Lily wants to study music or theater at Kent State University and become a teacher. Way to go, Lily. Our next senior is Riley Cardwell. Riley is being escorted by his parents, Craig and Dawn Cardwell. Riley has played football and track while at Mount Gilead. His favorite memories are of all the wing nights, all of the activities that we do as a team, and part of the first playoff team in school history. After high school, Riley wants to join the Air Force and then be a history teacher or phys ed teacher, then furthering his education to become a school administrator, just like Mr. Bolt. Way to go, Riley. Our next senior is Shane Carpenter. Shane is being accompanied by his mom, Jessica Smith, and dad, Michael Carpenter. Shane has played football at Mount Gilead. His favorite memory is making the playoffs in 2022. In the future, Shane has enlisted into the Army and will travel the world. Thank you, Shane. Next up is senior Elliot Jones. He is being escorted by his parents, Jim and Ivy Jones. Elliot has played football all 4 years while at Mount Gilead. His favorite memory was making the playoffs in 2022, and in the future, he wants to become a windmill technician. Thank you, Elliot. Next up is senior Cooper Kidwell. Cooper is being escorted by Missy Kidwell and Tracy and Darby Kidwell. Cooper has played football during his time at Mount Gilead. His favorite memory is making the playoffs sophomore year and playing the greatest sport in the world with his best friends. Cooper is currently on an internship working in the pipe weld shop at Kokosing. Following graduation, he will start working there full time. Way to go, Cooper. Next up, we have Olivia Long. Liv is the daughter of Joe and Sarah Long and is being escorted by her mom, Sarah, and brother, Wyatt. Olivia has played volleyball, basketball, track, and now football during her time at Mount Gilead. Her favorite memory is the coaches convincing her to play football for senior year because it was something Liv and her dad had talked about. In the future, Olivia is going to get her real estate license and attend MTC in the fall. Thank you, Olivia. Next up, we have Miguel Martinez. Miguel is being escorted by Romero and Maria Martinez. Miggy has played football at Mount Gilead High School. His favorite memory is Kurt Nelson making the team meal. In the future, Miguel plans on being rich. Don't we all, Miguel? Thank you. Our next senior is Carson Trainer. Carson is being escorted by Gabe, Jessica, and Kenley Trainer. He has participated and lettered in football and basketball. Carson's favorite football memory is making the playoffs for the first time in school history in 2022. After graduating, CT is wanting to pursue a degree in finance. Thank you, Carson. Next up, we have senior Cameron Vickers. Cam is being escorted by Heather Isgat, Josh Vickers, Dom Vickers, and Avery Abden. Cam has earned multiple letters in football, basketball, and baseball. His favorite memory was when the sprinklers turned on at practice and sprayed Miguel right in the face. In the future, Cam is going to pursue a career in welding. Thank you, Cameron. Coming across the field now is senior Lily Abrams. Lily is being escorted by her mom, Christina, and dad, Toby. Lily has cheered during her time here at Mount Gilead. She really enjoys all of the team bonding at Coach Nikki's. After high school, she plans to attend MTC and become an EMT. Thank you for your service, Lil. Up next, we have senior Natalie Wall. Natalie is being escorted by her mom, Monica, and father, Gary Wall. Natalie has been a member of the cheer team and the track team. Her favorite memory was all of the support she received from all of her coaches and the girls when joining cheer for the first time her sophomore year. Natalie is planning on attending a 4-year college and double majoring in cinema and environmental law. While attending college, Natalie also plans on being a member of the track team in college. Thank you, Miss Natalie. Up next, we have the dynamic duo of Ava and Will Baker. They are being accompanied by their parents, Joe and Brandy Baker, and brother Gage. Ava has earned multiple letters in cross country, basketball, and track, while Will has earned 4-year letters in cross country and track. Ava's favorite memory was hiking with the team in Colorado at the elite camp and also winning the KMAC. Wilt's favorite memory was being part of the 2022 state cross country team. In the future, Ava is planning on attending Marion Tech for nursing and eventually becoming a nurse practitioner. And Will is planning on attending Grand Valley State University to be a part of their cross country and track teams while majoring in computer science. Thank you, Will and Ava. Next up, we have senior Josh Burro. Josh is being escorted by Jennifer, David, and Addison Burno. He has earned 3 letters in track and cross country. Josh's favorite memory is meeting Kate Lewis and almost getting through the dash of the van in Kansas. In the future, Josh would like to continue running while in college. Thank you, Josh. Up next, we have senior Natalie Jagger. Natalie is being escorted by Nathan and Kelly Jagger. Natalie has earned letters in both cross country and track. Her favorite memory is when Haley almost fell off the mountain in Colorado. In the future, Natalie is going to college and receive her degree in animal science. Way to go, Natalie. Next up, we have senior Gavin Keller. Gavin is being escorted by Ashley McCarty. Gavin has earned letters in both track and cross country. His favorite memory was the watermelon eating contest and cross country camp with Tiger. In the future, Gavin plans on opening a shop as a mechanic. Thank you, Gavin. Up next, we have senior John Miller. John is being escorted by his mom, Victoria. John has participated in wrestling, track, and cross country, and his favorite memory is of all the bonding that they have done as a team. John hasn't figured out yet what he wants to do with his future, but he is excited to see what it brings. So are we, John. Congratulations. Next up, we have senior Haley Piper. She is being accompanied by Kelly and Steve Piper. Haley has earned multiple letters in both track and cross country. Her favorite memory was in her freshman year when all of the girls did their cool down after the race at regionals and we all fell in the mud. In the future, Haley wants to become a nail tech. Thank you, Haley. Up next, we have senior Kimberly Staley. Kimberly is being escorted by Craig and Carrie Staley. Kimberly has earned multiple letters in track and cross country. Her favorite memory is having to do 200 push-ups a day for people not filling out the final surge. In the future, Kimberly wants to attend and run in college. Thank you, Kimbo. And lastly, we have senior Ryan Swally. Ryan is being escorted by Tim and Nikki Swally. Ryan has earned letters in both track and cross country. His lasting memory was throwing up with Gage after Seneca East and also running a 15-minute pace with Nolan at 5 a.m. during the 12-hour relay. In the future, Ryan would like to run in college and major in exercise science. Thank you, Ryan. Let's give it up one more time for all these seniors.
I give it all that I got will never stop. I give it all, straight to the top, will never flop. I give it all that I have, I let it be, cause nobody's better than me. What do you see? Give it all. Yeah, all that I got, I give it everything. They lost the plot, they think I'm menacing. They wanna talk, but I ain't settling. Circle is tight, feeling like better rings. Whole lot of globetrotting, man, they don't know nada. Bro, gotta show something to me and go harder. So proper, nah, not that, we sure gotta. Me, 100 degrees tougher than Booker T. Couldn't agree more, but could it be? I think higher than them all. Truthfully, my pen fire and then some. Apply the addendum. Take this whole thing for ransom. Give it all I got for attention. Nah, the mention of life well lived, for instance. Give it all.
Battle the kid is white flags. Not on my level where I stand. Got it, I'm shooting a hot hand.
It's the premier rivalry in Morrow County. Throw the records away. This will be a classic tonight between the Mount Gilead Indians and the Cardington-Lincoln Pirates. Both, although I told you to throw the records away, you can see they're both very similar this season, and you're going to see a very similar product from both sides as well. Good quality football out of the KMAC this year that has been stacked all season long. We'll talk about both of these teams coming up live and free on the OH Report.
Picking up new hobbies such as cooking is another manly way to avoid depression and reduce stress. Today, I'm gonna teach you how to make my world-famous guaco mahogany. First, mash up 5 or 6 of these green things. Then add hot sauce, this lettuce stuff, these red things, salt, some of this stuff, and limes, and finally, bacon to taste. Delicious.
Home and Kitchen Supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
brought to you by Morrow County Jobs and Family Services. My name is Jonathan Langdon. Good to have my friend back, Brandon Ehrenberg, up in the booth. Good to join us here for a Week 10 matchup between rivals, Morrow County rivals, Cardington-Lincoln 3-6, Mount Gilead 3-6. These two teams pretty even coming into today. Should be an exciting one.
Yeah, it should be a great one today, especially with two teams that play a very similar brand of football. Both teams love to run the ball in the trenches. We have 2,000-yard rushers here today in this one, so should see a good old-fashioned version of football tonight.
And we're going to talk about both of those guys here in a moment. So let's start with Cardington-Lincoln. This is a team that has had their share of losses, but they've also had their share of big wins. They went 2-1 in non-conference, 1-5, however, in a really tough KMAC this year that after tonight could see 6 of 8 teams make the playoffs.
Yeah, it's tough to win games in a very highly contested division like the KMAC this year. A lot of talent throughout the entire division. Like I said, though, they'll look to run the ball a lot.
And in this rivalry, they've lost their last 2 meetings with the Indians, so that's definitely going to be a point for them to try and get back ahead in this rivalry where usually they're the ones that come out on top. Since 2004, they are 14-6. So for Cardington, they've got a really good running back who's just a junior. Let's talk about Wyatt Denny.
Yeah, Wyatt Denny, over a 1,000-yard rusher on the season. Really good back. Really explosive, can get outside, can run through the trenches as well. Got a little bit of power to him, but he's really explosive when he gets out on the edge.
Yeah, stands 5'8", 180 pounds though, so he's got some strength on him. He can break a couple of tacklers, just like the quarterback that we're going to talk about a little bit later once we get tipped off as well. For Mount Gilead, this is my 3rd time covering Mount Gilead, the 2nd time at home. Last time I was here, they took on Grove City Christian, a team that is really good in their district, and they took them down. That gave them some extra points. So even though they are 3-6, they still have a shot at making a playoff berth, although they would be a low seed, but they're a scary team to watch out for.
Yeah, another high-powered run game, especially the running back Cam Vickers, another 1,000-yard rusher. Yeah, KMAC is loaded with good running backs, good play all around, with high potential to get 6 teams in the playoffs, like you said.
And I've bragged about their rushing defense, and it's actually the best in the KMAC. You see it on that graphic. 89 yards per game that they've allowed. They have played 4 All-State running backs this season. They've held nearly all of them, I think 3 of the 4, to under 40 yards rushing. It'll be interesting to see how it ends up here tonight against a really good Wyatt Denny. But let's talk about Cam Vickers, running back for Mount Gilead. They like to use a lot of weapons, but Vickers is the main piece.
Yeah, he's got some good size to him. He's really explosive, especially once he gets through a hole. They run the ball a lot inside and outside. They run a very similar offense as Cardington-Lincoln. So we expect to see a lot of sweeps outside, some inside zones inside. But yeah, a lot of running.
So keys to victory, we'll go over these for both sides. For Mount Gilead, I think the key here, Brandon, is just to tire that defense. One thing that we saw earlier on in the year, they took on an undefeated and still undefeated to this point, Northmore. They only lost by 2 points, and that was because they were draining the clock. They had quarter-long possessions. They were lowering the score. It ended up 16-14. Mount Gilead fell short, but that's how they're the most successful.
Yeah, the less chances your opponent has to score, the better chances you have of winning. And especially with how their defense plays against any pass, they don't see very many passes in the KMAC with a lot of running on pretty much all the teams, but they have about 16 sacks against passing, which they don't see very much passing, especially in KMAC play.
So spread the love is my final key. Just that point mainly just goes for how well you did last week against Loudonville, a 43-0 win. They had Wyatt Long for 2 touchdowns. They had a Carson Trainer touchdown, a Cam Vickers touchdown, Elliott Jones. They have so many weapons. You just got to get them all involved, especially in a game that's going to be this tight against Cardington-Lincoln. Doesn't matter how Cardington has played. It's just a rivalry game. It just feels different, doesn't it?
Yeah, rivalries are always the one you look forward to. You know the players. Normally they try to say you want to have the other team is faceless, you don't know anybody, but you know them in a rivalry game like this, especially in the inside the same town area. You know a lot of the players you're playing against.
Cardington is just 15 minutes away from Mount Gilead. I know I don't have to tell most of you watching that, but close proximity, rivalry just makes it even better, as here come the Mount Gilead Indians with a blackout tonight on senior night. Indians trot their way to the sideline, and as we get ready for kickoff. One final thing before we get started. Keys to the game for Cardington. It's going to be tough for them because Mount Gilead, they're much better than their 3-6 record. I think for a game like this in a rivalry, you think that there are some plays that are added to the playbook and never used until a rivalry game like this, just to add a little bit more spice?
At times, yeah, especially if you think you need it. I don't think they're going to need it, though, especially with it's going to be a good running game. I think it'll come down to the last possession with a good running game on both sides. But every once in a while, yeah, you could get a little trick play here and there.
Yeah, you're talking about running games. You don't think you're going to see any passing at all tonight?
We probably won't see much, but you never know.
All eyes on 18 is the second key. We talked about Cam Vickers and how scary he is. So keep an eye out on one of those weapons. Cam Vickers is the biggest one. You'll see him punting as well. You were impressed with his kicking about 45 minutes before the game.
Yeah, 45 minutes before the game, he was just punting just casually, and it was going 50 yards almost every single time. So he's got a leg on him. So one thing for Mount Gilead to do is if they do get stopped early, they can switch field real quick.
Mount Gilead is going to kick off to Cardington to start this game, and Cam Vickers, as we mentioned, is going to kick this off.
Translates to a lifetime ban from any K-9 school game at any level and any occasion.
So we're getting set to go with the first quarter. 3 seconds left on the pregame clock. Jonathan Langdon with you alongside Brandon Ehrenberg. Jacob Gessner running camera for us tonight. And want to thank our sponsors real quick before we get kicked off, as I'm fighting the speakers just outside of our press box. Thank you to 89 Homes and Building Improvements, Morrow County Job and Family Services, Morrow County Hospital, Thorough Burro Home Inspection, Home and Kitchen Supply, and Ohio Suicide Prevention and Foundation. Jacob Gessner on our camera was doing the tomahawk there, rightfully so, as we are underway. Kickoff will be a squib kick collected by that second level for Cardington. This is Wyatt Denny, who will return it just shy of the 40-yard line as we get underway with this battle down 42. So first down and 10, we'll see this quarterback we mentioned earlier, Journey Williamson. He is a senior, so this will be his last career game. Cardington mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, but Mount Gilead still does have a chance. Journey Williamson, this guy has been impressive for his tenure at Cardington, 504 passing yards this season. He'll be in the shotgun here to start things off. Snap, this will be a toss to the outside. Denny makes one miss. He breaks to the outside. He has the first down and more. He'll be taken out. Carson Trainer with the tackle.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that explosiveness we mentioned in the pregame there. Beats one man, gets outside, and gets a big first down. And a little push at the end of the play on both sides. It's already starting to look like it's going to be a chippy one.
So one play, one first down. Good start for the Pirates. First down and 10 into Mount Gilead territory they go. This is a really good front seven for Mount Gilead, but they don't have too much speed on them. So these sweeps could help this Cardington team gain some yards. There's a stop in the backfield as Mount Gilead's able to get to him there that time.
Yeah, it looked like number 62, Miguel Martinez, led the tackle there for Mount Gilead, able to get a stop right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, two seniors in there, Martinez and also Cam Vickers, who we talked about as an offensive threat, but defensively he's just as lethal. Second down and 10. They did get him back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like from our angle he lost one, but nonetheless, here is the next play. And rushing forward for a couple yards. There's a gain for the Pirates. Gave that off to Denny. There's your thorough Burro replay.
You'd love to get a little more yardage on that. As third and long is not where you want to be.
Third down and 8 is the official marking. Big crowd here for Mount Gilead on senior night. And in such a big rivalry game, here's a motion. They'll give it back to Wyatt Denny. He makes a couple miss. He's going to be close to the first down marker. And now he'll be taken down maybe 2 yards short. We got fourth down coming up.
Nice counter play there. They faked the handoff going right, and then he took it going left for a little sweep with a pull of the guard. Good play there.
So we got fourth down and 2 on the 37 of Mount Gilead. They draw up, still in the shotgun. This will be a formation you see a lot tonight. Here's the give. It's a direct snap, and Denny is close. There's a flag thrown. I don't think he got there. We'll see what the flag's about. If it is on Cardington, depending on the spot, you could decline this.
It'll be a close spot for the first down. But if they do give him the first down, this penalty will definitely be accepted.
So the line to gain was the 35, and now the officials have motioned that Cardington is short. And the penalty is declined because of that, and Mount Gilead takes over on downs. So now we see the Mount Gilead offense tread out to the field, led by Cole Fricky. Just a junior, stands 5'11". Last week, just 4 passes, went 3 of 4 for 96 yards. He had 2 touchdowns on those throws. There's a formation given to Vickers. He'll be taken down by the first tackler.
Yeah, Bryce Hartley was kind of waiting for him in the gap right there, just waiting for him. Got a little bit of his ankle, able to bring him down for a short gain.
So a gain of 3 there, 2 second down and 7 on the 38. A little closer to the 39, actually. Gotta say, the field's looking pristine tonight. Paint is fresh. Have had great weather. A little bit of rain this morning, but other than that, it's been fantastic this week. Here's a give again up the middle. Solid gain. As Cam Vickers with his second carry will make it 3rd down and short.
Tackle on the play by number 34, James Bradley.
3rd down and short is now called 3rd down and 2 on the 44. Fricky gets the play call. We'll give it to his team. Clock rolls under 8.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter of the Battle of 42. Here's the snap. Give again to Vickers. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They get the first down with Cam Vickers on his 3rd carry.
Yeah, a little inside zone handoff. Just keep moving your fullback over there to get the edge. You got your tight end and your wing just sitting there. You got more blockers than they got defenders, so just keep running it.
Both sides have gotten first downs now. Cardington got theirs on their first play and then turned it over on downs the next set. First down and 10, ball on the 49. Bunch of motion to the far left side. Fricky gives again. This is Vickers, who will get into enemy territory, but for a gain of about 3, maybe 4.
Ahead for a gain of 4. Tackle on play by Josh Goer.
So we've seen the run game kind of get going so far for Mount Gilead, consistently getting 4 or 5 yards. What do you think Cardington's defense can do to counter that?
You got to bring up your linebackers a little bit, or maybe bring one up to line of scrimmage. You got to get more defenders on top of where they're running the ball, because they're running it right inside your zone.
They've got 5 on the line of scrimmage here. Vickers gets another carry, and again he will gain, looks like 3 this time.
Yeah, Mount Gilead's running inside zone, so you want to get your linebackers close up to the line of scrimmage to fill the gaps, try and get Cam Vickers down before he can get momentum.
So we've got another 3rd down and short with 3rd and 4, this time on the 44 of Cardington. Clock is ticking, close to halfway done with this first quarter. It's the first drive for Mount Gilead. We saw a turnover on downs earlier from Cardington. Here's the snap. They go with Carson Trainer, who breaks free past the 35. First down for Mount Gilead. This is what I love about this team, Brandon. They're very deceptive with their handoffs. They have so many options, and it's hard for you to pick which one you want to choose to try and take out first.
Yeah, Cardington's seeing Cam Vickers play after play, then they fake it to him, and the defense bites, goes right after Cam, and that leaves.
As there's Vickers gaining a couple. 2nd down incoming. So Mount Gilead is content with kind of just running down this clock, taking up long drives, kind of as we suspected in the pregame. Under halfway done with the first quarter. Second down and 6, ball's at the 31. Three in the backfield here again. Second down, here's another give to Trainer. And Trainer, get a few. I remember last time I was here, I was calling a game with Andy Jardy. It was Mount Gilead against Grove City Christian, and there were so many times where we did not know who had the ball. It's just that good of a play action, sort of, you could say, from Fricky, and also just good deception, choosing which player to go with, and that hesitation alone will give you 2 yards.
Yeah, you have that many. You have 3 options in the backfield to hand the ball off to, or you could just keep it yourself and go on a QB keep.
Here's third down and 5 on the 29. Motion to the right side. Another one under center. Here's the handoff to Elliott Jones, who gets his first touch of the night, and it's a first down. Denny in with the tackle.
Another great play by Mount Gilead. They're lining up their tight end and their wing, and they're just switching sides. And with the tight end and the wing, that gives them an numbers advantage on the edge. So they're just following their tight end and their wing, and they're just keep rolling and rolling.
You know what else keeps rolling? The clock, 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. I was on the 18 here with a new set of downs for the Indians. More motions. Wyatt Long and Trainer move to the right. Here's another handoff. No, it's going to be kept here by Fricky. Tries to shift to the outside. He'll get inside the 15, so looks like it'll be a 3-4 yard gain. It's been the theme of this drive. 3-4 yard gains, maybe 5 thrown in there.
3 yards in a cloud of dust offense.
Second down, 6.
The execution has been fantastic from Mount Gilead here at home, cheering on the crowd. Big student section as well to our left for Mount Gilead tonight. Here's second down and 6 on the 14. They're in the red zone. Vickers will have this one, and he'll immediately be eaten up.
Cam Vickers dances back to the line of scrimmage.
Thorough Burro replay right there. They motioned Trainer and just gave it right to Cam Vickers, and 4 players there for the Pirates.
Third down, 5.
Yeah, once you get into the red zone, that defense is going to get a lot more people in that box. They know you want to run the ball, so they're just going to fill up that box with as many people as they can to try and deter you from running it and force you to throw the ball.
No passes yet here from either side. 3rd and 4 on the 12, under 3 minutes to go in the first. 3 in the backfield. Seen this formation a lot. They'll give it to Elliott Jones. He'll have a first down and trying to get more. Mount Gilead tried to push him forward, but too many Cardington players there. Pushed him back, first down.
Yeah, on that play, they used their tight end and their wing as a decoy. They lined their tight end and their wing on the weak side, and then they ran it back to the right.
While it is run, 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 they're changing it up so much it's been working. First and goal now on the 6. Another man in motion, that's Jones. He had the handoff earlier. Here's Cam Vickers, nearly untouched to the end zone. Touchdown, Mount Gilead, to get this battle for 42 started.
What a great play. You send your man out in motion here. That takes away one of the defenders because he's going to follow, so the corner goes out, and that leaves him wide open with the extra blocker, not even touched.
Crucial block there at the end, number 44. That's senior Bo Sayers. Big play there. We'll see if they go for 2 or if they want to kick an extra point. We were kind of wondering, Mount Gilead doesn't usually go for 2 or doesn't usually kick an extra point, but they have Olivia Long, the senior. Wonder if they'll get her a chance to kick an extra point here tonight. They'll go for 2, and Vickers looks like he has it, and he does, according to the far side official. So a good start for Mount Gilead on their first drive. They strike with a 6-yard touchdown rush from Cam Vickers. We'll take a break and come back with the kickoff here, live and free on the OH Report.
Kitchen Supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
So a 60-yard touchdown rush from Cam Vickers, the senior on senior night. Makes this an 8-0 game. He also ran in the 2-point conversion, as he'll also kick this off. Does a lot for this Mount Gilead team. He'll also punt if they ever get in that situation. 2 minutes and 13 seconds here left in the first quarter. There is a short kick collected again by the second level for Cardington. They'll get solid field position, and a flag gets thrown late there on that play. Looked like Mount Gilead saw something in that return team because they kicked it short and everybody was sprinting towards that ball.
Well, we kind of watched him kick off a little bit in pregame. That's kind of how the ball was going. He's kind of like a little squib kick. They give your team a chance to get to the ball, but also make it harder for them to just catch it in the air.
So there's a flag. The flag was thrown and it's on Cardington, so that will kill their starting field position. They'll be moved from the 43 all the way, actually they were at the 44. They're going to go all the way back to the 34. Chains will move back there. First down and 10. Brought to you by Home and Kitchen Supply. Here goes Cardington. They're going to give it to the far side, and that is Kalen Briggs, who will maybe get a yard.
Kalen Briggs takes it around the right side, back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Cardington trying to show something different there. They've been running a lot of sweeps and inside handoffs with Wyatt Denny. They're just trying to show something different to see if they can break a play.
Second down, 9.
What do you think's different between the diversity we've seen from Mount Gilead's running game and Cardington's?
Well, we've only seen about 5 plays out of Cardington's offense so far. We saw the one outside run for a first down, and the rest of it were kind of just inside handoffs. Now we're getting some sweeps to try and get on the edge.
Here's the third ball carrier for Cardington. This will get solid yardage close to that first down marker. The give goes to Denton Garrison.
Denton Garrison, the ball carrier for
They did give him
Cardington.
the line to gain, so it's another first down.
Clear on the stop for Mount Gilead.
Yeah, so Cardington's had success on their outside runs. So that's what they're trying to get the ball on the edge. You saw the first play with Wyatt Denny. He got an inside zone handoff, but he dodged the first defender and bumped the play outside and got a first down. So now they're trying to get their sweeps in to try and get on the edge and get out and see if they can break a big play.
Here in the first quarter, time winding down, 40 seconds to go. Here is first down and 10 on a new set for the Pirates. Denny tries to switch field to the near side, and he is eaten up. That'll be a loss. What does he see here?
He sees a whole lot of purple.
Tries to turn in field, and he sees even more. Clock will tick down. See if Cardington decides to take one final snap with 14 seconds.
Second down, 12.
It is 2nd and 12. Looks like 3 receivers. They're going to throw for the first time tonight from either side. It's a deep ball. They have Briggs, and Briggs is going to be untouched to the end zone. And with zeros on the clock, Cardington could tie it up.
Unexpected but huge play for Cardington. Like I said, we didn't expect a lot of pass, but there you go. First pass play of the game, and it goes for a touchdown.
6-8. Pending 2-point try. Could tie us up. How about this start to a rivalry game? End of the first quarter, and both sides have now scored. Here's the 2-point try. Williamson in the shotgun. Denny to the back. This will be a give back to Briggs. They'll try to let him get both, and he is stopped short. Here's the replay on the touchdown, and that will do it for the first quarter. Briggs with the long passing catch, runs it the rest of the way for the touchdown, and we'll take a break and come back live and free with the second quarter on the OH Report.
Home and kitchen supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
About to get started with the second quarter, and yes, we are in kickoff formation because we just had a 50-yard touchdown pass from Jorney Williamson to Kalen Briggs. That made it 6-8. They missed the two-point conversion, so Mount Gilead still holds a 2-point lead. Here as we head into the second, Jonathan Langdon, Brandon Ehrenberg, Jacob Gessner with you here, live and free both on Facebook and YouTube on the OH Report. Want to shout out some Facebook comments as we get this kickoff going. Shout out to Mary rooting on the Pirates, Dora rooting on the Indians, Carolyn rooting on the Indians as well as Tiffany, also Kimberly, and then Michael cheering on Mount Gilead as well. Leave a comment on Facebook. We'll get to you later. Also on YouTube, we'll get to them, to those comments too. Next possession here for Mount Gilead. It was a slow, methodical drive the first time out, Brandon. You think you'll see the same thing?
I think we'll probably see more of the same. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Even with the touchdown response, you think they just kind of slow this game down?
I say stick to your game plan. If your game plan is to just stick to the running the clock out and run the ball down the field, and stick to it.
Here's the give to start the drive for Mount Gilead. They'll get past the 45 with Cam Vickers.
Cam Vickers ahead for Mount Gilead for a gain of 4. Number 34.
Nice inside. See, now they're going back to the inside. They were doing those outside handoffs a little bit with the tight end and the wing for extra blockers. Now the edges for Cardington-Lincoln, they're playing outside and they're outside contained, so that's less people inside, so that's when you run it up the middle.
We've talked about how good these weapons are running the ball, but I think they're just as good blocking. These wing backs that you're going to see, keep an eye on how well they block for each other. As here's Carson Barnum's first carry of the night, will be just shy of the 50-yard line.
Carson Barnum powers forward.
It'll be third down and short.
Gain of 3. Stop on a play by number 4.
Yeah, another
Hartley.
outside handoff, right off the tackle.
Number 50.
Good power running.
Christopher Kinsey. Third down 2.
Mount Gilead, what they've done a good job of is making it third down and manageable. Here's a third down and 2 as another give will do more than get a first down, as Barnum with back-to-back carries will do pretty solid work.
Yeah, that three-headed monster formation is very hard to predict where the ball is going to be. It's just there's so many options to hand the ball off. It could be an outside handoff, inside handoff, QB keep, reverse. You never know where the ball is going to be. You just got to recognize it and try and get a stop.
You've got to salute what Coach Reed has done with this team just in his 4th season. They've put together some very productive drives. Here's Vickers again on a carry, getting about 5 or 6.
And Vickers again up the left side.
While it hasn't resulted in as many wins as they would have expected, still sitting 3-6, their overall offensive productivity, even though the passing game hasn't quite been there, it's been very good because they know how to manage games.
Yeah, with how good their defense has been all season, if you can keep your team in the game by running the clock as much as you can, give few possessions to your opponent, you're always going to have a shot at the end.
Quick snap, quick give as well. Vickers will get close for another third down.
Cam Vickers ahead for gain of 2.
Talked about how well Mount Gilead has been able to do getting these third down and shorts. This one will be 3rd and 3. Do you think that kind of demoralizes the Cardington defense just with how these first 2 drives have gone, knowing that Mount Gilead's kind of doing what they want? They know that they want these situations because they're confident they can get 3-4 yards each play?
It's definitely frustrating on the defensive side because you're trying really hard and you're just not able to get a stop. But we'll see if
they almost had him there in the backfield, but Cam Vickers shrugs them off and gets the first down again.
Yeah, Cardington able to get through into the backfield. A couple people had a chance to bring him down in the backfield, just not able to with a bunch of arm tackles. He's able to power through them and get a first down.
Fisher Schumann was the first one to touch him, just didn't have the angle. He was already kind of shoved down to the ground before he could get to Cam. But after that play, a new set of downs. Inside the 30 now goes Mount Gilead. Here's Vickers finally taken down. Pretty close to that line of scrimmage.
Play by number 9, Fisher Schumann.
Yeah, Fisher Schumann able to create pressure right there. He's lined up, looks like over the center, and he's just taking an inside move because he knows where the play's going. He's seen that play over and over in this game, so he recognized the play, did a nice swim move, got inside, able to make a play in the backfield.
There's a flag as well, so that will be a holding call and negate that play. So no tackle for loss for Fisher Schumann. He's got 8 on the year. We'll have first down and 20, and that can be a part of the game where Mount Gilead struggles. When I watch them play against Grove City Christian, I know that I'm sure Mount Gilead is sick of me bringing this game up just because of how many flags were in that game that slowed down, especially the third quarter. A team that loves to run the football, you can't have flags because that results in first down and 20. And how many times are you getting 20 yards in 3 plays with your running game? Well, there's a solid run from Carson Trainer, so you get some of that back. But overall, it's hard to get 20 yards with 3 rushes.
Yeah, overall, when you're playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust offense, when you're running hard up the middle over and over, if you get behind the chains, it's going to be hard to convert.
They're almost able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's 2nd down and 11, ball in the 30. Be on the inside hash, good play call from Coach Reed.
You got to be thinking that he's thinking this is just a normal play. This is first down. You got to be thinking this is first down. They got 3 downs to play with the way they've been running the ball.
We're in that sort of territory. Here's Trainer in motion. He loses the snap. A botched play that Fricky will turn into a solid gain.
And even after that 10-yard penalty to create 1st and 20, they still end up with a 3rd and relatively short.
You got to talk about the composure from Fricky. He's had some tough situations this season, but that's kind of gotten him ready for this Week 10 game in a rivalry where something goes wrong, just pick it up and run as far forward as you can. You've got 3rd down and 5, so a little bit longer than they've usually had here in this game. See if they can pull it off. At the 24-yard line, they'd get into the red zone with a first down conversion. Fricky with 3 backs behind him. Snap, give, Jones, taken down immediately.
Elliott Jones ahead. Pickup of 2.
Good job by that outside of the defense, making the tackle. That was Journey Williamson, the quarterback. Gets in there as a DB and forces a 4th down and 3. Getting close to 7 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter in the first half. Fricky gets the play call. Here he goes to the huddle. No shocker here. 3-back formation. Fricky under center, gives. They're going to go to their best guy, and he's stuffed. Yeah, actually might be closer than I thought. May see the chain gain out for this, Brandon.
It's definitely close.
Where they have it marked, I believe it'll be a first down, but they've called it short. Cardington celebrating. They think they have it. The officials told them they have it. Wonder if the chain game will make their way out.
Refs talking about the spot, and here comes the chains.
It's the first time I'm seeing the chain game this season. It's week 10.
It'll be a close one.
The anticipation building up here. I think he has it. What's your guess?
The spot they gave him looks like he had it.
Yep, he's short. Wow.
Ooh.
Cardington holds. Big possession, and Brandon's saying what, 3-4 inches?
About the length of a
Turnover on down.
note card.
Cardington Pirates, 1st and 10.
That's a good comparison. Cardington makes the stop, and now down 2, they can try and drive down the field and take the lead. Like I said, throw the records out the window, although these teams are very similar in record. They'll both play very tight games pretty much every time they play each other. Last year, though, Mount Gilead ran away with it 25-6.
Mount Gilead has to be careful on defense. After last possession, they know Cardington is willing to throw.
First down and 10 to the new drive as they give it out to Briggs. Briggs is their top weapon receiving-wise. He also loves to get handoffs just like that. It'll be a gain of 5.
Briggs, the ball carrier for Cardington. Kane St. Clair.
Kalen Briggs, senior on this team, 11 catches this season for 249 yards. He's now over 300 yards after that touchdown he had in the first quarter. It was a 51-yard touchdown pass from Williamson to Briggs. That gave Cardington their 6th they have right now as we're getting close to halfway done with the second quarter.
Don't forget to get your 50.
Pretty much that whole second quarter was Mount Gilead's drive that got them into close to the red zone where they were not able to convert on 4th down. Here is Wyatt Denny to the outside. He has a first down.
Wyatt Denny, the ball carrier for the
Yeah, another jet motion. That's where all their success has been. It's been on the outside, running the ball.
First down, Cardington.
When I watched a little bit of film of these guys, I watched their game against Fredericktown a couple of weeks ago, and most of his dangerous runs were up sidelines. So expect that tonight as the game progresses. New set of downs for the Pirates. Under halfway done with the second. Man in motion, they're going back to Briggs. No, Williamson keeps it. He'll gain about 2.
Got to keep the defense honest, show them something different.
Clock continues to roll. Cardington taking a page out of Mount Gilead's book. They may make this the last drive of the quarter. Second down and long, 2nd and 8, ball in the 32 in their own territory. Another man in motion. Williamson keeps again. Not much to be spoken for on that play. Think he makes the right choice here?
That's definitely a hard read. Shane Carpenter played that really well. He split the difference between the quarterback and the running back, gave the quarterback a tough decision to make.
Shane Carpenter, one of the top defenders in the KMAC, 72 tackles coming into today. He's also got 9 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. As we're going to see the first timeout called by either side, it will be by Cardington here on 3rd down and 7. So while we take this timeout, want to look into playoff situations. Although Cardington, they know this is their last game of the year. They're done after this. They can still play spoiler against a team like Mount Gilead that right now you're not going to see their name here in the standings. I'll tell you, they're 21st, but they are still in contention. They need a little bit of help. I believe Caldwell and Buckeye Trail, they sit 14 and 15. They control their own destiny. And then the rest of those are kind of in the similar spot as Mount Gilead points-wise. And just depends on how this Week 10 goes for Mount Gilead. They, of course, need a win here tonight. It's a really tough region. It'll be exciting to see how it goes. Out of the timeout, we've got 3rd down and 7. Snap, they want to throw. on the run is complete. Briggs running all the way to the other side of the field. He'll have a first down. Breaks past another man. He's into enemy territory. Being chased by Trainer. He'll be knocked out of bounds. Big time play for Cardington.
Yeah, what starts off as just a basic comeback route, he takes it all the way across field, and he makes it a very explosive play.
Senior to senior, Briggs having a night already.
We've seen 2 passes so far this game, both to Briggs, and he's done huge things both plays.
So that really revives this drive where they had 3rd and long. Now they've got 1st and 10 in Mount Gilead territory at the 30. Two for 2 on pass plays. Cardington's game plan working. Although they find themselves down 2, they've got the ball to try and change that here. Williamson will keep the ball for a 3rd time this drive. He's close to the first down marker. I believe he'll be just a little bit short.
Another play where the ball gets where, John?
To the outside.
To the outside. Ain't broke, don't fix it. That's where you're finding success against this Mount Gilead defense. Keep hitting it.
Williamson gets the play call here. 2nd down and 1 on the 26.
Cam Vickers on the tackle for Mount Gilead.
Williamson went out of bounds, so clock is stopped at 4:12. It'll start now on this play. Denny to the outside, has a first down. Uh-oh, fumble. Ball went out. Mount Gilead has it. This may cut off at a really poor time.
That's the last play.
That's the last play, yeah. We'll look for that angle for you. Fumble recovery, and it's a first down for Mount Gilead. So here we go, 1st down and 10. This will be a give to the outside, and knocked out. Maybe a gain, maybe just back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down incoming.
Brings it back to the line of scrimmage. Denny and Williamson on the stop for the Pirates.
After this next play, I have that replay queued up. Hopefully it'll work this time. But Mount Gilead, that's a big killer for Cardington after that big pass play. And then 2 plays later, you give it back to the Indians here at home with 3:23 left. Fricky under center. We'll give this up the middle. Take it to the near side hash. We'll have 3rd down. Here's that fumble you see right there. 34 picked it up.
3rd down 7.
And it did come out. Denny with the fumble. Here comes 3rd down and 7 on the 38 of Mount Gilead. Not too much urgency here from the Indians.
Mount Gilead marching band has a special presentation.
As now we see a timeout called by Coach Reed. So both sides have used a timeout.
Senior show tonight.
Mount Gilead has 3rd down and long, and you've got a good punter in Cam Vickers.
Timeout Mount Gilead.
Yeah.
What do you think the play call here is on 3rd?
I think they stay consistent. I think they continue to try and run on the ball, and if they don't get it, you got a great punter in Cam Vickers. He was punting the ball 50 yards in warm-ups, so you give him a chance to flip the field and continue to run the clock a little bit here and try and go into halftime with a 2-point lead.
Both sides do have 2 timeouts remaining. So if Cardington does get the ball back, they've had success in the pass game against a Mount Gilead defense that has a great running defense, but sometimes they've been beat in the secondary, and that's been kind of the case for some of those games Looking at scores for Mount Gilead over the course of the season, they lost to Danville 20-8. They lost to Centerburg, a really good passing team, 46-14. Pretty much alone on the pass game. Indians on offense. Here's 3rd down and 7. And a stop, a much needed one there by Cardington. They weren't fooled that time. 2 players immediately there. It was Denny and also Kinsey got in on the tackle. So with that, the punt team will come on. Indians with a 2-point lead, under 2 minutes to go. They'll eat up as much time as they possibly can.
We know we have a great punter in the game, but we also have a great return man. We got Kalen Briggs back there. He's already had 2 explosive plays with the ball in his hands. Let's see if he can make another one happen.
Kick is high up in the air. It won't get to Briggs, but it will now off of a bounce. Briggs kicks to the outside. This is a dangerous returner. He gets a ton of yardage. He's still going. In enemy territory he goes. 1 man to beat. He switches field all the way to the end zone. A touchdown. The 2nd one of the game for Kalen Briggs.
Kalen Briggs brings the punt back.
There's a flag. Looks like this one's coming back. There's his 3rd explosive play, except this one doesn't count.
Yeah, it looked like there was a legal blindside block over on the sideline that may have. Briggs was already kind of past the play too, so I don't know if that block was really necessary, but I think that's what got called and that's what brought the touchdown back.
And it's those blocks that aren't needed that usually, in most situations, what take back punt returns. You just can't have that as a Cardington team that relies so big on the big play, especially in this game against Mount Gilead.
Yeah, you go from celebrating a touchdown to now getting the ball back to where Briggs picked it up.
31-yard line, their own territory. Here comes Cardington's offense with 1:22 to go. Big break if you're Mount Gilead, though. You were really worried about Briggs before even punting the ball. I know Brandon was up here. You kick it to him, and he runs it all the way back, but it is called back. Here's 1st down and 10 as Denny will hold on to the football this time, not get too much of a gain.
Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1. 2nd down, 9.
Cardington wants to take a lead going into half. They got to be quick here. They only got a minute left.
They got 2 timeouts to go. They're not in a hurry to use them. Also don't want to make any mistakes, especially this close to your end zone. Interesting dynamic to play with here. They are going to throw for a 3rd time this evening. Williamson breaks off one. There is a flag thrown. Ball is it is intercepted. Oh my word, what an interception. The quarterback throws it to the quarterback, Cole Fricky.
He's played tip drill with himself there. He tipped it to himself about 5 times.
There was going to be a flag for holding. Play kept going, and I don't know how Fricky came in with that football.
That's great concentration.
That's the mistake we were talking about. 33 seconds left. Mount Gilead gets the ball back. They haven't thrown the football yet, so they might as well try, you think?
What a chaotic final 3 minutes of this half.
We had a kickoff return that was waved off with a block in the back. Very next play, 2 plays later, they throw an interception. Here's some trickery. Trainer was looking to throw down the field. Now he'll take it forward, and looked like it was well covered downfield. So just a gain of 1.
You mentioned in your pregame and maybe Cardington throwing a little trick plays, but now we got Mount Gilead trying it instead.
Yeah, it looked like down the field it was covered for the most part. So good job by Cardington being ready for that.
And that'll run us into the half.
Now they're running up to the huddle, but they won't have time here as the clock hits 0. What a start. We're going to have a solid second half. 2 touchdowns each. They were both in the first quarter. Second quarter, back and forth for different reasons. A chaotic second quarter. We're going to the half 8-6, Mount Gilead with a 2-point lead. We'll be back with the bands here live and free on the OH Report.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Home and kitchen supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
close, we play a song from her 2012 album Pink Friday Roman Reloaded, which debuted in the US and the UK at #1. Here is Starships. Thank you very much, and go Pirates! Arr! It's halftime with the Mount Gilead Marching Band. Under the direction of Ross Runyon and Assistant Director Abby Stepp, along with color guard coaches Rosemary Kirkpatrick and Brooklyn Thornton. Tonight the band plays tribute to the class of 2025 as our senior members are marching in their final season here at Mount Gilead. The seniors have selected the music for their final show, beginning with the opener from last week's All About the 80s show, You Give Love a Bad Name. It's time to salute the senior class by bringing them front and center. Let's hear it for each of the Mount Gilead Marching Band seniors. Violet Carrick. Tommy Emberg. Jillian Jones. Kate Kelty. Aiden Moore. Carson Mowry. Abby Ramsey. Lane Swank. And Lillian Van Hoos. Seniors, no matter what your future holds, remember that you will always have a special place in the hearts of the students, staff, and band members here at Mount Gilead High School. For the next piece, the seniors have selected a favorite from their junior year Halloween show featuring solos from our class of 2025. The band will now take you to a place where darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver. For no mere mortal can resist the evil sound of the thriller. Let's hear it for those senior solos. The band concludes their halftime show with a song that has become a senior night tradition here at Mount Gilead. A Beatles medley of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and with a little help from my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, one more big cheer for the marching band class of 2025. Thank you for all that you have done, and congratulations on a great senior year.
Welcome back to the Bears Den here as Mount Gilead holds an 8-6 lead over Cardington. Jonathan Langdon with you live and free on the OH Report alongside Brandon Ehrenberg, my color commentator, and my cameraman to my further left, Jacob Gessner. So 8-7. The story of this one has been Mount Gilead's long drives, the first one that resulted in that touchdown and the two-point conversion. Then the second one where they drove down the field, turned it over on downs, and we saw Cardington strike back. Cardington actually struck before that drive. They struck at the end of the first quarter, so nothing going in the second. 117 rushing yards for Mount Gilead, pretty close to that number, just shy of 100. We saw an even bigger performance from Kalen Briggs, who had a phenomenal first half.
Yeah, Briggs has a touchdown. He's approaching the century mark with almost 100 yards receiving in this game. And he also had that huge return that was unfortunately called back that would have gotten him another touchdown.
So Briggs, big play from him. You talked about the punt return. Mount Gilead, they're going to have a response for that guy. And then also if you're Mount Gilead offensively, what else do you change? Because it feels like you've been productive on your drives just outside of the fourth down that you're not able to convert on. You've done such a good job on other sides. What else is there to improve?
Offensively, I don't think they need to change much. They still have a 2-point lead. Their offense has been working, slow, methodically, marching the ball down the field. Where they need to adjust a little bit is on defense. They gotta be ready for Briggs as a receiver because he's running a nice little comeback route or he's running a post, and they got beat on both of those. Here in a little comeback on the side, went for about a 40-yard run after the catch. And on the touchdown play, he just did a straight up the seam and then turned it into a post. He got wide open for a 50-yard touchdown. They just got to be better at anticipating his moves and try and cover him a little better.
Cardington started with the football in the first half, so Mount Gilead will get it here to start in the third quarter. Before we get to the third quarter, I want to take a second to thank our sponsors bringing us here to Mount Gilead High School for senior night. How about that halftime show as well? Thank you to our sponsors, 89 Homes and Building Improvements, Morrow County Job and Family Services, Morrow County Hospital, Thorough Burro Home Inspection, Home and Kitchen Supply, and the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation. Coming out of halftime, getting ready for the third quarter, we'll see Wyatt Denny, the running back for Cardington, kick this off. So running back for Cardington is the kicker for the Pirates, and the running back for Mount Gilead, Cam Vickers.
Expect a slow roller to the second line again.
Okay.
Every kick, that's what it's been. It's been a slow roller up to the second line for both teams.
12 minutes back on the clock. Tyler Haar and Carson Trainer, they are as shallow as you usually see the first level.
And they're still moving up.
Situated at the 25. Here's the squib. Lands right at about the 30. It falls behind the returner. Tyler Haar has to go all the way back to the 10 to track this. He's got two approaching him, and he'll be stopped in his tracks at about the 14-yard line.
Very effective kickoff there. The little squib right in between the second and last line. Rolls all the way to the 10. He has to go get it because it's a live ball. It's not like a punt where you can just let it ride. You have to go get that, pick it up, and then he was left with no blockers in a 2-on-1 situation.
Certainly not what Mount Gilead was expecting, playing that shallow, and that played against them there. They'll start this drive at the 14-yard line. Here's first down and 10. Give up the middle, and that will get a few. A little bit of extracurricular there after the play. Second down on the way.
Yeah, they're just going back to that bread and butter play. They're on that inside zone. And then they're eventually going to get that wing and the tight end, and they're going to move them, and they're just going to keep trying to deceive Cardington of where they're going to send the ball.
Second down and 6. Cam Vickers in the first half had 52 yards, so 56 now on the game. Ball on the 18. Here is second down. Give again to Vickers up the middle, makes one miss and gets past, is brought down from behind for another third down.
Cam Vickers up the middle for a gain of about 3.
Mount Gilead's very familiar with third downs, especially in that first half. They converted so many of them.
Especially third and short.
Yeah, they only had 1 4th down that entire first half, and they didn't convert on that one. So far, the game plan offensively for Mount Gilead has gone pretty darn well. Here's another give to Vickers. He plows through to the 35.
Yeah, they're in that same play. You see they're sending everything to the right, and the defense collapses that way, and he finds a hole and cuts back across for a big play.
Good run from Cam Vickers, now over 60 yards rushing. Other top rushers there in the first half for Mount Gilead. Carson Trainer had 23, and also Elliott Jones with 21. Here's another solid first down play for the Indians.
5 yards in a cloud of dust. 6 yards in a cloud of dust.
We'll go out past the 40-yard line. Mark them right around the 41 here for second down and 3. Everyone tight in that box here for Mount Gilead again on second down. This will go to Barnum. His third carry of the night is another productive one. He earns the first down. He gets close to midfield. Feels like every time that he comes in the game, he's getting 5-6 yards.
So power backs are for. Run the ball right up the middle.
Yeah, 6 foot, 205. He'll be the primary back next season. Another new set of downs for the Indians. 9.5 to go in the third quarter. Another bunch set. So there's a quick handoff that will be stopped. A little bit better there from the Pirates as Barnum is unsuccessful that time with his 4th carry.
May have been upset with the position they started with on the play, but they're not complaining. That's just more field that they can go, more time they can run off.
Clock continues to roll under 9 minutes now. Right at the midfield line, we'll see second down and 8. Indians up 8-6 over Cardington here in the battle, up 42. Trainer in motion. He'll give again. Actually, no, Fricky keeps it. It's a first down, and he's got plenty of yardage along with it.
For an Indians first
I'm telling you, the deception here is phenomenal from this Mount Gilead team. They know how to fool the defense and the broadcasters upstairs.
Yeah, you practically have 4 running backs in the backfield, 3 to hand the ball off to, and you can run for yourself.
Bo Sayers is going to check in, number 44. Watch out for him on the right side of this O-line. He's a good lead blocker. They're going to go his way. Here's a nice give to Elliott Jones. Jones past the pack is in. Touchdown, Mount Gilead. The lead is back up to 8.
Yeah, nice little counter there. We call that Toledo, where I'm from. See, they're moving the guard. They pull the guard with them. They collapse the tight end and the tackle to go get the linebackers. And that leaves the end wide open thinking he's going to come make a play. But then they pull the guard. He gets that play, gets that block on the outside, and that springs a wide open hole.
Here's the 2-point conversion to go up by 10. And Vickers is stopped in his tracks. Wow, what a hit. I hope he's okay after that. He took quite the fall as someone else is down for Cardington. Here's a second look. Oh, man. Wyatt Denny was in there on the tackle. Also Chris Kinsey, number 50, and he is the one down. That is a brutal hit. While it did stop the 2-point conversion and keep this a one-possession game, Kinsey is down. One of the top defenders for this team, 97 tackles coming into tonight. He is down, and while he is down, we're going to take a break and come back live and free on the OH Report.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up.
Another touchdown for Mount Gilead puts them up 8 points. They failed the 2-point conversion, so they've got 14 here. Bobble on the kickoff. It is fallen on, however, by the Pirates, so they avoid disaster there. They'll start the drive at the 39.
And Cardington will recover the kickoff. The lost phone, by the way, you're getting a call from Aiden. I could pick it up.
There's a lost phone right now in the press box.
Apple phone in the press box. You have a friend named Aiden.
All game long, the speaker for the PA announcer is right next to us, so if you're hearing funny noises, that's the explanation. I'm sure you're familiar with that if you've tuned into Mount Gilead football here this season. We've been here for all 5 home games for the Indians. Each one of them has been great. Mount Gilead is 3-1 at home games. Here's a good run to the outside, so a solid gain for Denton Garrison, the senior.
Number 15, Denton Garrison, the ball carrier for.
And I guess the phone has been claimed. They tried to come up to us asking for the phone.
We don't got nothing.
We don't got nothing. Go to the other side.
Gold Ricky on the stop for Mount Gilead. Wanted to thank everybody for their birthday wishes.
I'm glad the phone's found, though. That's great. That's great. Second down here coming up. 2nd and 3, 7.5 minutes to go. Motion here. This will be a give to Wyatt Denny. And Denny has been stopped pretty well up the middle. today. To the outside, it's been a different story, but this front seven that I told you about coming into today has held their ground when it's stayed in their area.
Yeah, that's normally what you expect your front seven to do. Stop anything that comes inside, rely on your outside backers to try and get stops for the outside.
Under 7 minutes to go.
Brings up a 3rd down 2.
There's a gain of 1, 3rd down and 2. Scores 14-6. Mount Gilead just scored a few moments ago to give themselves an 8-point lead over Cardington. Big rivalry game here in Week 10. Big play, maybe the biggest one so far. 3rd down and 2 on the 48-yard line. Let's see what Cardington does. Snap, it'll be a quick run to the left side. Journey Williamson will be close to the marker.
And they'll give him the 1st down.
Home and Kitchen Supply 1st down as Williamson does just enough right at midfield. He'll get the play call from his coach, Ryan Getzman. He's in his 3rd year. It was an uphill battle when he came in. His record is 5-24 with this team. He's kind of bought into the idea that it's going to take a couple of years. You're starting to see Cardington stay competitive in some of these games. You're also seeing them win big in a couple of games. Told you earlier they went 2-1 in non-conference, as here's Wyatt Denny just able to get past Carpenter. There's a flag in the backfield to hold everything. It's a gain of 2, but the flag may change things.
And then it'll be a hold on Cardington.
Yeah, so move the play back 10 yards. But non-conference for Cardington, things went pretty darn well. They won 26-22 against Elgin. That's, in fact, a team that right now is contending with Mount Gilead to take one of those final playoff spots in their region. And they also won 46-8 against Bucyrus in Week 3, but try to scratch away that Week 2 loss against Mohawk from their memory. Mohawk, a very good team this year. They lost 54-6. That was their biggest margin of loss this year. 1st down and 20 for the Pirates. Sending the heat, Mount Gilead, a drop snap. Denny makes do. He's going to get positive yardage out of that play. It's a good job to get past the defensive line, gets around, and it'll be a solid gain of 6.
Yeah, he turned a broken play into a play where he almost gained back all the penalty yards.
Credit where credit's due there from Wyatt Denny. It's great to see on the roster that he's just a junior. He's got a lot of room to grow. He's already the 2nd leading rusher in the area, only trailing a guy who's going to Ohio State next year, Bodpin Miller from Ontario. I'd say that's a pretty good guy to be behind. 2nd and 14, ball on the 46-yard line of Cardington territory. That's going to be the first incompletion of the night. They were looking for Briggs again. Just not able to haul it in. Think Briggs has a case there?
It looked like he got his arms underneath it. I think that might have been a catch, but high school, so no review.
And the referee was behind him, the one who made the call. Nobody overruled him. So the call stands, 3rd and 14, with the clock stopped at 4:48 here in the 3rd. Mount Gilead 14. Cardington 6. Here's 3rd down and long. Off balance. Throw down the field looking for Briggs. Passes incomplete. Williamson thought he deserved a flag there for roughing the passer. Here's your second look at that whole play. 3rd down and 14.
He might have had a case there. The ball was away. The defender could have slowed down and not pushed him down, but it's a rivalry game. What do you expect?
Yeah, it was Brody Martinez who got in there a little bit late and made the hit. No call again from the officials, so he saw 2nd down, an incompletion call that might have been a catch, and then 3rd down, that roughing the passer that may have been missed as well. So Cardington, a frustrating drive. They'll kick this right back away. Denny over to Mount Gilead. Solid punt from him will go inside the 15 and roll all the way inside the 10. He'll take that.
Great punt.
Talked about Cam Vickers for Mount Gilead, who has a great boot, but let's talk about Wyatt Denny there.
Yeah, he had a great, it was about a 25-yard punt, but then it had a great almost 15-yard roll to it.
So that will pin Mount Gilead inside their 10. They've actually marked the ball at the 7. First down and 10, 4.5 minutes to go in the third. Give up the middle. And still churning forward. Trying to gain yardage is Mount Gilead. That's Cam Vickers again. Need a second down.
Vickers, the ball carrier. Number 34 for Cardington led the way.
Talked about Cardington's non-conference schedule. Mount Gilead had a very similar story. They went 2-1 in non-conference play. In fact, Mount Gilead and Cardington, they got their wins in the same exact weeks outside of Mount Gilead winning week 9, and Cardington winning week 8. They both beat Loudonville in KMAC play. Here's second down. They'll give it again to Cam Vickers. Another solid gain. Now that's Elliott Jones. Elliott Jones gets the first down.
They're in that same play they ran on that touchdown. They're having that tight end and that tackle collapse. They're pulling that left guard, and they're running right behind him for an outside sweep.
Repeating what works. We've seen variety in the run game from Mount Gilead, but if it gets you a touchdown, might as well run it a few more times. This is Vickers again. For real this time, couple yards on the first down. Clock will continue to roll, close to under 3 minutes to go.
We wanted to congratulate the high school varsity
And senior night with a big crowd. I know a lot of parents may be here, not necessarily for the football game, but for their seniors in other areas like cross country. They honored cross country earlier. They honored band. They also honored cheerleading. So you got to like, for them, in their perspective, they've got to like every time that Mount Gilead touches the ball, they're just running down this clock. Here's second down and 6 to the outside. Here's Fricky into enemy territory, out of bounds, close to the 47-yard line.
Feels like every time he pulls the ball, he makes a big play out of it.
Makes the right read nearly every single time, and Fricky moves this drive even further down the field against this Cardington defense that is really getting tired at this point. (14-6), 2:42 to go. Clock is stopped after Fricky was shoved out of bounds. They'll give this one off. Barnum looks like he has 4.
Barnum powers forward.
So Barnum was the middle back there. They go with him.
Denny and Stover on the stop for the Pirates. Second down, 6.
Now the clock will run again. Good old Mount Gilead offense. 2:17 left. And counting. Pulse officially at a second down and 6 on the 42 of Cardington. There's a flag. Official saw something before the snap.
And it'll be a false start on Mount Gilead.
74. It was on Cody Mimer right there. You saw it on the replay. Brought to you by Thorough Burro Home Inspection.
I'm sure Cardington will love this little break they're having. They're on the field for almost a whole 90 yards of Mount Gilead's last scoring touchdown. Then they were only off the field for offense for 5 plays and right back on the field.
Second down, 11.
And a slept-on part of that penalty is that you get to drain even more clock. It's continuing to roll. Under 140 now, as here's the snap. Fricky shifts to the outside, and he'll get past the 40.
So
second down and 11 turns into third down and 2.
Wyatt Denny on the stop for the Pirates. Third down, 2.
with the pacing of this game, Brandon, it feels like if Mount Gilead scores another one, it's going to be very tough for Cardington to come back down 2 scores.
I think we'll see a lot of Briggs in the fourth quarter if that is the case.
3-back set yet again here for Mount Gilead. Plowing through one is Cam Vickers, and he has enough for the first down.
Vickers ahead, enough for another.
Full head of steam. That's the guy in the K-Mac that you do not want to see. He just ran over the freshman, Josh Goers. Looks like we'll have one more snap here in the third quarter.
Get your purple stubs out.
32 seconds left. Mount Gilead with a little bit more higher up of a tempo. They'll give it to Jones. He had the touchdown earlier, and he won't get too much yardage. He'll get to the 32-yard line. So a gain of 2. Bring up second down. One official was at the 32, the other was at the 33, so now they'll put it back a yard, 2nd and 9.
And it appears Mount Gilead is content with running the clock out in this third quarter to take us to the 4th.
So we'll have 2nd down and 9 from the Cardington 33 when we return. In the fourth quarter, Mount Gilead up the score, 14-6, live and free on the OH Report.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe.
Here we go with the fourth quarter. This is 2nd down and 9 at the 33. And it will not be a first down, but 3rd down and medium. Just got an update from the Devil Dog game, which we always talk about as a really exciting matchup between Danville and East Knox, but it's heartbreaking news. Want to wish really all of the best to Wes Payne, who just got taken out on a stretcher over there at East Knox High School. Want to wish the best to Wes, a really good player, both in the football team and also for the basketball team. He was coming up, getting ready for what could have been a breakout season for him, but with that situation, it's really tough. And just be with Danville and with Wes and his family as that game continues. The Devil Dog just in a slight delay at the moment. Here's 3rd down and medium. Looks like Mount Gilead has enough for the first down. So Mount Gilead continues to plow through here, Brandon, with a solid drive, eating away at this clock, and with a touchdown that could end it very well.
Yeah, they're continuing to go with their game plan. They've been running the same game plan all game. That's run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. We have 4 weapons in the backfield that we can give the ball to. Let's just keep at it.
So here's another first down for Mount Gilead, and Carson Barnum is eaten up in the backfield.
Carson Barnum ahead.
So we had that rough update to share with you. We'll share some scores around the area as well. So that Danville East Knox game is 14-0 Blue Devils. So 14-0 Blue Devils there. Fredericktown 7, Centerburg 28. So how about that for a Freddyburg rivalry? 3-score game. Norwayne 24, Hillsdale 21 in the WCAL championship. Here is second down as Fricky breaks through, breaks a tackle. He's at the 5. Seems like every time Fricky keeps and he's running it himself, he's got good yardage today.
Yeah, he's been reading the defense very well, knows when to pull the ball, knows when to hand it off. Every time he's pulled it and ran it himself, it's been the right decision.
So Norwayne up 3 against Hillsdale. That's a big game between two 9-0 teams, I believe. Or actually, no, I think Hillsdale's 9-0 and Norwayne's 8-1. Crestview up 33-7 on Mapleton. Those are all the scores we'll share with you as Mount Gilead is threatening towards the end zone. Vickers will be eaten up, but he's close to that line. He's able to fight through a couple. Second down and goal. Looks like it'll be at the 2. Vickers had the first touchdown. Jones had the second. We'll see who gets this third one, or if Cardington can make a stop.
Let's hear it, Indian fans.
And with the clock getting close to 9 minutes to go, this touchdown could very well end it. Second down and goal at the 2. Fricky under center, motion from Trainer. They're going back to Vickers on senior night, and rightfully so. He scores to make it 20-6.
Great play design. You get the man in motion, it takes one of the linebackers away from the play. You just run the ball to where that linebacker is leaving. Great play.
Went to the left initially, cut to the right, enough. Cam Vickers with his second rushing touchdown of the night. Mount Gilead up 2 scores for the first time today. And this all comes with 8:48 left in the fourth quarter in a game that is breezed by, Brandon. Here's the 2-point try. They'll go back to Fricky, and Fricky's still trying to fight for it. Ball is out, and it doesn't matter who recovers it. It's marked down. Whistle was blown. 2-point conversion is no good. It'll be 20-6. We'll take a break and come back with the rest of the fourth quarter here, live and free in the Battle of 42 on the OH Report.
Home and kitchen supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
On me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to.
For the Mount Gilead marching band.
8:48 to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Cam Vickers' kick to give it back to Cardington. It's a squibber that will be hauled in and taken down around the 40-yard line. So Cardington starts their drive there. 72, Sean Yoki, a freshman, able to haul that one in. Not a guy you typically see on the hands team, but he did a good job there. First down and 10 for the Pirates, who need a lot to go their way here in the fourth quarter with just 8:46 left on the clock in a 2-score game with the tempo we've seen today, Brandon.
Yeah, like I said, you're down 2 scores. You expect them to put the ball in the air a little bit more and keep going with the sweeps that they've found success in.
Here's Denny with one of those aforementioned sweeps. He'll be close to the first down marker. Good job by Mount Gilead to leave him just a little bit short so that clock continues to roll. Cardington has 3 timeouts left, but they're going to want to go no huddle here on this first drive. And if they can score from there, That's when you can start thinking about timeouts. Another snap. Here's Williamson. Rolls to the left. Pressure to the quarterback. First time we've seen that tonight. Pass is called incomplete. There's that Mount Gilead defensive line we've raved about all season long. Brody Martinez, the first one there. Clock stopped at 8:06. Here's 3rd down and 1. Bad news for Cardington. It was incomplete on that last play, but they do get the clock stopped here, and they've got 3rd down and 1 where they can go for the sticks. And Denny almost was broken up, but got a last-second push to move the chains.
Denny ahead, enough to pick up the Cardington first down.
Chains are set. The clock will move under 8 minutes. Ball's at midfield. Here's Cardington, quick to the line. Denny sits behind Williamson. This will be a throw. Williamson evades pressure, throws down the field, and there is a flag. Looked like a tug there at the last moment on Briggs.
Yeah, it looks like when Briggs is trying to come back to the ball, looks like the defender got a little bit of a tug on the back of his jersey. You can see it right there, just a little bit of a tug, and that's what drew the flag.
Yeah, it was such a little tug, but it was such a big moment there that Briggs was probably easily going to run back and catch that football. He was up against Bo Sayers, who isn't usually in coverage. So just unfortunate there for the sophomore Bo Sayers. Put in a tight situation as a linebacker.
Bus leaves the school at 7. Be at the monument no later than 6:50 to cheer them on.
So that will move the ball up, not to the spot of the foul. It's just a 15-yard penalty. So we're at the 35 with the new set of downs. Denny moves backwards. He's got a lot of work to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose one.
Yeah, Cardington keeps trying to go back to the inside handoff game, but that just has not worked all night. Then he tries to pop it back out to the outside, but by the time he gets there, there's already 2 defenders waiting for him.
Carson Barnum and Brody Martinez combined for the TFL. 7:14 and counting here for Cardington, and 2nd down and 12 on the Mount Gilead 37. Williamson rolls to the right, throws up the middle. He has Briggs. You talked about it. Briggs needs to step up here in the 4th. There he is again with his 3rd catch of the night. They've all been big plays. He stopped inside the red zone.
That'll put him over the 100-yard threshold for the night.
Tackle made by Caden St. Clair, the sophomore.
Jessica Trainer, please come to the press box.
Under 7 minutes left. But Cardington, I think they believe they're on just the right pace in this moment in time. Williamson rolls out again, throwing the run, back to Briggs. Briggs inside the 10.
Great patient route there by Briggs. He found the hole in the zone and sat in it, waiting for his quarterback to find him.
And with a passing game that really only throws to one target, what's the point, you think, of playing in zone?
More people to him. If you're running man-to-man, it's one-on-one. But if you run a zone, you have a chance to have more people on him.
1st down and goal. Can they get to the quarterback? Not before he throws it away. Receiver in the area, so no intentional grounding. This is wise here from Williamson just to get the ball out.
Yeah, you saw the linebacker coming off the edge, unblocked with a free run at the quarterback, so he didn't really have much time there to even look downfield. So great job of getting the ball away and avoiding the sack.
I believe that's just the 2nd incompletion of the night. Third incompletion. I remember the one where Briggs almost had it. Didn't remember what the other one was.
A similar play to that.
Briggs will get a handoff this time. At the 7 is the 2nd down and goal. He's diving towards the end zone, and he has it. 2nd touchdown of the game for Briggs. 1 rushing, 1 receiving.
Number 23, Kalen Briggs.
just able to dive in there. So this is a team that will go for 2.
And they need to.
Yep. No, not necessarily. It'd be an 8-point game. You would love to have it.
You'd rather you go for 2 early to see if you need it later. Because if you get it now, then you know it's a 1-score game no matter what.
Yep. Fumbled snap. Looks like they're going to have to get it later. So Cardington strikes, but the 2-point conversion doesn't go their way. There's the fumbled snap. Mount Gilead able to just haul in there. Probably didn't get the fumble recovery, but they did just enough. It is 20-12, a 1-score game yet again. We'll be back here on the OH Report.
Home and kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake.
Game is at 1, also on CBS. That means they will not be televised.
And welcome back. Cardington just scored a touchdown to make it a 1-possession game. It is an 8-point game. But still, that is a whiffed kick. And a dive there from Mount Gilead. That kick was something, Brandon.
It almost went backwards. Yeah, the goal there was just an onside kick to try and get the ball back, but the ball has to go 10 yards before the kicking team can touch it. So the ball kind of just trickled off his foot, so it didn't really go nowhere. So they couldn't touch it.
Kind of got to the point where nobody knew what to do. But trainer kind of shoved off somebody and allowed Elliott Jones to safely just land on it, even though you're not supposed to touch it. Somebody's got to touch it. And Jones was in there uncontested. So solid field position to start this drive for Mount Gilead. They're already in Cardington territory at the 45. Here's Cam Vickers on a quick rush. Clock will tick after that. Under 6 minutes to go. Fricky will run back to Coach Reed and get this play call. 2nd down and 7 after that gain of 3 from Cam Vickers. They kill 30 seconds off the clock before coming up to the line. Under center again, Fricky. This is Elliott Jones with another carry, and he'll be close to the 1st down marker. Sure, Mount Gilead would be fine with either result. This will be 3rd down and short. They've been so good in 3rd down and short all game long. Gotta like their chances here with close to 5 minutes left now. Cardington will have to start thinking about timeouts soon. Probably get another set of downs to see what they can do there before they really have to think about timeouts. But of course, this is 3rd down and 1. This could be a huge stop. If Cardington can do something about it, we will see a timeout, not from the Pirates, but from the Indians.
Yeah, the play clock is running down, so it's just to avoid a delay of game and not lose any yards.
And they can regroup here, 3rd down and 1. Mike Reed knows that if there's a stop here, this could be a really big swing in the game. So good strategic timeout here in a rivalry game just to kind of make sure you have things under control rather than the latter. There's Cardington in the huddle. Coach Getzman giving some talks. Also the defensive coordinators in there. It is a one-possession game. Mount Gilead 20, Cardington 12. Pirates need the ball back. Mount Gilead needs to keep on churning just like they have all game long. Who will win this battle in the trenches? Fricky, a QB sneak. It's an easy first down. He's able to hold on to the football. That's the important part because you could see them kind of try to rip it away when they knew he had the first.
Yeah, trying to create a turnover. Get the ball back at any means necessary.
New look for Mount Gilead here, so Vickers will go out for first down. Carson Barnum comes in. He'll be in the backfield.
Expect to run up the middle.
We've got Jones, Barnum, and Trainer all in the back three. It is Barnum. Barnum breaks one. He's got the first. He's inside the 10. Home crowd loving that.
Yep, inside handoff right up the middle. Whenever he's come into the game, that's the play they've run.
Just what it feels like. He's never come in and not gotten the ball. Another first down, and with 4 minutes to go, it's first down and goal. Got to stop a score if you're Cardington. Any means necessary. We'll see what happens here. First and goal. Back to Barnum, and he is shut down. So he had the big gain on the last play. They went to try it again, and good job by Wyatt Denny to break that up.
That'll be a timeout for Cardington, trying to preserve time. No more first downs left for Mount Gilead. They have to score here. Cardington opposite. They have to get a stop to have a chance to try and get a game-tying drive.
So while Cardington did have a solid stop, Mount Gilead still got 3 yards because it was forward progress from Barnum. They kind of shoved him back to the line of scrimmage. 3:29 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Take a quick look at some scores across the OH report. Danville up 20-0 over East Knox. Centerburg up 28-14, so Fredericktown trying to crawl back in that one. Whiteford from Michigan, they're taking on Lucas in a border battle, and Lucas is down 14-0. Norwayne is breaking free from Hillsdale, 38-21 the score there, so they will likely force Hillsdale into their first loss of the season. Here is a gift from Fricky. Is he in? No, he's down at the 1, according to the near side official.
Now 1 yard for 2 plays to seal the game.
Also, one score I didn't get to. Here's another timeout called.
The timeout was called, but the clock has continued to run here.
See if they change that back, but it's at 3:07 for the moment. A game that you'll be interested in Fireland's conference area. You're from Norwalk, and you know Monroeville pretty well. They're up right now, 21-14 over St. Paul. So it's still a close one there, but Monroeville, such a good season for them. They could go 10-0 if they close that one out.
Yeah, they have a good chance to go pretty deep. Their offensive pass game is very good this year, and they've kind of just blown up in the Firelands, which has kind of been had a down year, but Monroeville's taking advantage of that, and they've gone undefeated so far.
I think up in that area, more towards the lake, there are a couple of good teams. You've got Monroeville, you've got Edison, who looks really good this year.
You got Perkins. Yep.
And then there's Norwalk. Unfortunately, it's down here for the Truckers.
About Norwalk.
Well, you showed me the score earlier. You wanted to talk about Norwalk.
I don't want to talk about them. Just showed you your team too. Ashland's up right now.
Ashland's up 17-14. The last score I got from Lexington. Ashland trying to go 10-0. Motion from Trainer here. It's a QB sneak, and Fricky's in. The lights will blink, and Cardington will add 6 more to the scoreboard, 26-12. Could that be the finishing touch? Look at this effort from Cardington. Interestingly enough, it didn't seem like they tried too hard to keep him out here. Could just be 2 good blocks, but maybe they let them score there, try to score in 2 drives. That's the one way that they see this, trying to get back into it. Here's a 2-point conversion. This would make it a 16-point game. And Vickers has it. Score for Mount Gilead, 28 for the Indians, 12 for the Pirates. We'll take a break and come back with the final 3 minutes and 15 seconds on the OH Report.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em.
Here's a kickoff after the touchdown from Cole Fricky, his first touchdown of the night. Squib kick. Ball is bobbled by Cardington. They'll fall on that. So Cardington will start their next drive. If Mount Gilead holds on to win this game, they need some help to get into the playoffs. So we're going to be looking here towards the end of the game at some of these other opponents that they're kind of counting on to lose. Let's start. Brandon, he's going to look up score stream for me. Start with Bishop Rosecrans. The Bishops are 16th in the region, so they need a lot of losses towards the top, just a couple of spaces ahead of them to fall into the top 16. Bishop Rosecrans is up 23-6, so that's a tough one for them. Then you got Elgin. That's the next one up. We'll look at that for Mount Gilead. First down and 10 to start the drive, and there's a flag thrown on that play, so that will get halted up. Elgin with a big game against Hardin Northern. Hardin Northern is 6-2 on the year. Elgin is up 26-14, so those 2 results alone tell you that Mount Gilead's chances at making it to the playoffs are pretty low after just reading those first 2 scores. So the flag on that play moves them back 5 yards. Cardington, first down and 15 on the 37. Shenandoah is another team that Mount Gilead will be watching out for in the region. They are down 30-0 against Caldwell. Caldwell's actually controlling their own destiny up in 14th, so they'll solidify their playoff spot. So that's a team that Mount Gilead could jump after this win. Here's a throw down the field in desperation. It is bobbled and down. So that will be incomplete. Second down and 15 on the way. West Jefferson's another team. They're down 32-6. So right now, Mount Gilead's jumping 2 teams. And then Winford is the final one on the list. And Winford is down 42-0 to Colonel Crawford. So they're jumping 3 teams. They would jump to 17th. It just depends on points for Bishop Rosecrans and Elgin. It'll be really close, and we'll break it down tonight on the Friday Night Pigskin to see if Mount Gilead is able to become the 6th team in the KMAC to qualify for the playoffs. Throw across his body here on second down and long. He does find his guy Briggs. He falls forward for a third down and short. Under 3 minutes to go, Mount Gilead. They still have business to take care of here. Third down and 2. They are in Mount Gilead territory, the Pirates. Shotgun set, Denny to the left hip of Williamson. Williamson rolls to the left, throws down the field. It's an interception, and that will do it. Carson Trainer falls to the ground. He hauls in the interception. Mount Gilead up 2 scores. That will likely do it. That's the 6th interception of the season for Carson Trainer.
Yeah, Cardington knew that they had to throw something out there, try and make a big play happen. Just a big play does not go their way. The big play goes to Mount Gilead, and that'll probably close out the game.
6 picks in 10 games. I'd say that's a pretty good shout for all KMAC first team. What do you think? Who knows? This Mount Gilead team, they're going to end the year 4-6 after this win. 28-12 with 2:17 to go. A timeout called by Reed. See what he talks about here, as this will likely be the final drive of the night. One final look across the OH report. Fredericktown and Centerburg, that score has remained the same. Trojans up 28-14. Danville up 20-0 over East Knox. Whiteford playing Lucas. Whiteford from Michigan, they're up 22-0. It is a tie game between St. Paul and Monroeville, 21-21. Mapleton is down 14-40 against Crestview, and Norwayne remains up 38-21 over Hillsdale. And the first update I'm seeing from Mohawk and Seneca East, an N10 title game, Mohawk is up 15-6. Indians will trot out the field. Still have 2 minutes and 17 seconds of clock to kill. 2 timeouts remaining for Cardington. First play of this drive after the interception from Carson Trainer. Here's a handoff up the middle. That won't get much. There's a flag as well, so they might move up too. Move back, excuse me.
Hold it. 5-5 offense. 10-yard penalty.
So it is a holding call, so void that play. 10 yards back they go. Mount Gilead now in a 1st and 15. No, it should be 1st down and 20. Has 15 on the scoreboard. 2 minutes to go. Clock continues to roll, however, as Fricky will give this off. And Vickers moves ahead past the 15 for a couple yards, and we'll see timeout called by Cardington. So with those scores we shared with you with some of the teams ahead of Mount Gilead, it looks like, don't take my word for it, however, it looks like Mount Gilead may fall just short of the playoffs. And it's got to be hard because you feel like in KMAC play, you did everything right. You played Northmore to two points. You played Fredericktown to 2 points. You played Danville to a really close game until they broke it out towards the end of the game. That Centerburg game got away from them, but so many tough teams in this conference to go 1-5 in that stretch, and then to close out your KMAC campaign with a win against your rival, that's a tough pill to swallow. Fricky under center here on 2nd down and 15, for real this time. Fricky will keep the football. Fricky runs to the near side, is taken down. He'll be around the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Josh Goers.
I do believe that timeout count is incorrect because on the last drive at the goal line, Cardington took 2 timeouts. So they actually have 0 left, not 1. So a 1st down here ends the game.
So here is 3rd down and 5. 3 running backs in the back. Seen this formation all game long. Pushing forward, Elliott Jones has the 1st down. He's at the 35, and that will do it. What a night running the football for the Mount Gilead Indians. They'll end the season 4-1 at home after going 0-5 here at their home field last season, so that's a good bounce back for them. They'll also end the year 4-6 overall, 2-5 in the KMAC. Seniors will come out to the field here and knee it out.
A nice moment for Cam Vickers as number 8 Dominic Vickers enters the game for this final, most likely final play to play with his brother.
See a timeout called as this may be a send-off here for Mount Gilead. It's the final timeout for the Indians. So in our estimations, both teams should have no timeouts. There is one on the board, however, for Cardington. They haven't called it, so that leads me to believe that they're out. Beautiful night for football. Beautiful rivalry between two towns that are just 15 minutes between each other. And it was a good battle there for the first 3 quarters, and you saw Mount Gilead kind of break away with it towards the end. And they'll be the ones celebrating tonight. Vickers and Jones, a couple seniors out there here. Also Riley Cardwell on the offensive line, as they will end their careers here at Mount Gilead High School. If they do make the playoffs, they would not be at home. And the clock will tick down. There's the ovation from the Mount Gilead crowd. We have a final. Mount Gilead moves to 4-6 on the year with a 28-12 victory over the Cardington-Lincoln Pirates. Their rivals, the road, the battle of 42 goes to the Indians of Mount Gilead. Clock ticks to zeros. We'll be back to break this one down. We'll have our MVP, Cam Vickers, upstairs with us, live and free on the OH Report.
Picking up new hobbies such as cooking is another manly way to avoid depression and reduce stress. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make my world-famous guaco mahogany. First, mash up 5 or 6 of these green things. Then add hot sauce, this lettuce stuff, these red things, salt, some of this stuff, and limes, and finally, bacon to taste. Delicious.
Home and kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, but you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing.
Time for your post-game show from Mount Gilead, brought to you by Morrow County Jobs and Family Services. I wish our camera could reach all the way to the right of where it's at right now, because Mount Gilead's over to ring the victory bell in a big way against a rival like Cardington. That's just not too far down the road, a Morrow County rivalry, probably the best one in the county. So, Brandon, 28-12 is the final score. We've seen the celebrations while we were at commercial break, and this is kind of a moment where you're hoping that you make the playoffs, but if this is the end, so be it. The seniors seem to be taking it that way.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment. You love to come out with the win, but it's also sad because you also know that even if they do make the playoffs, it's their last game on their home field. It's bittersweet.
There's going to be a senior walk here momentarily, and when they do start that walk, we're going to take off our microphones and kind of just set them to the window and let you soak in that moment with the seniors. But before that, let's go ahead and break down these two teams. Cardington, their season ends tonight. They end 3-7. Ignore those up next. I don't know what that is all about, but Cardington's done for the year. Mount Gilead might be done. We'll find out tonight on Friday Night Pigskin. You can join us for our show at 11:30-ish tonight. We'll break down all of the games that we've covered. So 28-12 is your final. It was a running game for sure, and both teams controlled their play styles pretty well. I thought even Cardington played well passing the football when they were down.
Yeah, definitely. They tried to run the ball a bit in the beginning of the game, and when it wasn't working, they went to the air, and their first 2 completions combined for almost 90 yards. So, yeah, they had some explosive plays through the air. They had some good sweeps outside, but at the end, it just wasn't enough.
So everyone crowded up to the back of the end zone. The seniors are right at the goal line, and kind of let you take in this moment. The band is leaving, and here is the Mount Gilead senior walk.
feel that chill, smell that fresh cut grass. I'm back in my helmet, cleats and shoulder pads. Standing in the huddle, listening to the call. Fans going crazy for the boys that fall. They didn't let just anybody in their club. Took every ounce of heart and sweat and blood to get to wear those game day jerseys down the hall. The kings of the school, man, where the boys are fall. Well, it's turning face to stars and stripes. It's batting back them butterflies. It's calling in the air, all right, yes sir, we want the ball. And it's knocking heads and talking trash. It's slinging mud and dirt and grass. It's I got your number, I got your back. When your back's against the wall, you mess with one man, you got us all. The boys are fall. In little towns like mine, that's all they got. Newspaper clippings fill the coffee shops. The old men will always think they know it all. Young girls will dream about the boys of fall. Well, it's turning face to stars and stripes. It's fighting back them butterflies. It's calling in the air, all right, yes sir, we want the ball. And it's knocking heads and talking trash. It's slinging mud and dirt and grass. It's I got your number, I got your back. When your back's against the wall, you mess with one man, you got us all. The boys are turning faces, stars and stripes. It's fighting back them butterflies. It's calling in the air, all right, yes sir, we want the ball. It's knocking heads and talking trash. It's slinging mud and dirt and grass. It's I got your number, I got your back. When your back's against the wall, you mess with one man, you got us all.
One final shout out to all these seniors. Number 3, Olivia Long. Number 4, Carson Trainer. Number 11, Elliot Jones. Number 18, Cam Vickers. Number 20, Cooper Kidwell. Number 51, Shane Carpenter. Number 55, Riley Cardwell. Number 62, Miguel Martinez. That was your senior walk. We'll be back to talk with Cam Vickers, our MVP tonight, live and free on the OH Report.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let 'em know, tell 'em we are not a giant, they can't move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire out the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, but you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let it.
Time now for our player of the game, brought to you by Morrow County Hospital. It's quite the night here for Cam Vickers. You had 2 touchdowns here and a big win against Cardington. Let's just start with that. A rivalry game like this, your senior year, able to take that and that likely maybe end your season. We'll have to see what tournament has to do. But just talking about focusing on Cardington, how does it feel to take them down your senior year?
It feels great going into this game. You know, we knew we could beat them, but rivalry games, records never matter. Whether we're 0-10 or 10-0 and vice versa, they never matter because rivalries are just different.
Yeah, and you took care of business here today, and 2 rushing touchdowns. What did you see there in the game plan that was able to get you those touchdowns? A couple of them a little closer to the end zone, but it seemed like the running lanes were open for you and all your teammates as well.
I mean, I don't know. The game plan, we planned for it, but my guys up front wanted it more than their guys, so they had made it happen for me.
Yeah, for sure. And it's been, to your credit, 40 minutes since that. It's been a ton of celebration here. Final senior walk as well. Just walk us through the emotions of senior night and walking through it with the rest of your guys that where this will be the last time you step foot here at Mount Gilead High School football field.
Obviously, we're happy to get the win, so we're happy, but then it's our last ride together, so we're pretty sad. And I don't know, it's just a roller coaster. We don't really know how we feel. It's over, and it went by quicker than I would ever imagined.
Yeah, just all of your guys, you want to just kind of individually go through them and just talk about some favorite moments from them and that you can kind of think of. So like Carson, Elliott, and all of your guys defensively as well.
Yeah, Elliott, me and him weren't real close until about high school. High school football made us real close together. Elliott's one of my good buddies now. Carson Trainer, same thing. We weren't super close, and Carson's my best friend now. Him and Shane are just my 2 best buds. And then, like Shane, I didn't know if he was going to make it. He was going to stick it out with me. We had some talks, and thankfully he made the right decision, and he stuck it out, and I think he'd agree it's the right decision. Me and Riley Cardwell were real close growing up. We still are pretty close. He's a good friend. Who else I got? Olivia Long. We were best friends growing up. She was always there for me when I needed it, and I tried to be there for her my best. She's a great person, and who else?
I'll help you out. Cooper and Miguel.
Me and Miguel have been best friends since 3rd grade. Just getting in trouble together, causing a ruckus, and just having a blast. Cooper, we were real close for a little bit, but not so close, but Cooper's a great guy. I love Coop.
Yeah, so and then just to kind of put a bow on the season, I think you can be very happy with what your team did this year, even though it's just a 4-6 record. I've been all over the KMAC, and everyone that I've talked to has had a ton of respect for Mount Gilead football. I'm sure you're great to hear. It's great for you to hear that from someone outside. Just the amount of respect across the league, even though the scores didn't go your way. How did you overall feel about your senior season?
Obviously, record didn't go the way we wanted to, but Mount Gilead's a great place to be, and it's heading a great direction. And I just got to say thank you to my coaches for leading us in that direction, and my buddies, my family for buying in.
Yeah, well, congratulations on the win today. End of your career. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, sir.